Hey everybody, welcome to the West Dakota Dad. My name is Cody. This is my podcast where we talk about faith, family, and life. This is episode number 7, and we're going to be talking about building a house. 1, 2. Coming at you live from Hope Melhoff's Craft Studios, it's the West Dakota Dad Show. That's kind of fun to say. But yes, as you can see, I'm not in my pickup this time. I'm actually in my house, in my wife's craft studio that we have turned half of this bedroom into. And yeah, so I feel like I'm really moving up in the world by stealing a little part of invading my wife's space, let's put it that way. And not only that, but with moving up in the world, this episode is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company, the finest coffee you will find. Well, okay, I'm not really sponsored by Black Rifle Coffee, but it sounded good because I am drinking it right now from this prestigious award that I have received. That's some good stuff. All right, let's get into it. So, the other day I was sitting there, I was drinking my morning coffee, kind of like I am right now, and I heard some noise going on outside, so I had to poke my head out the window and look across to what used to be a vacant lot is now a house being built. And it's kind of crazy because earlier this summer, that was just a level piece of land, and now there is a house that is not ready to move in, but it's enclosed so they can work on it in the wintertime. And being a guy from a construction realm, I started to think that how many different sets of skills and talents go into making a house. I mean, if you think about it, first off, God created the world. So there's your number one source of this land. And then you go into whoever purchased this land from whatever, decided they wanted to develop it. So now you got the person that comes out and engineers to make sure that all these foundations are good. And then this land is good for building houses on. Then you got the utility company to come in and kind of mark out, or land surveyors to mark out the lots, and then the utility company coming in and stubbing up electrical and gas everywhere. And then you got a person that buys the lot, and here comes the excavator, and the next thing you know, there's a foundation being built, and then you got framers that come in and start getting up the walls and everything, and then you got roofers, you got electricians, you got plumbers, you got inspectors to make sure that everything's done up to code and it's not going to burn down or flood, which would be very unfortunate for a new house. But right now they're doing the concrete. They're pouring the driveway and the sidewalk. So, I mean, there's just so many that go into it. And then once the house is up and you got the roofer's done, the cider's done, you got the windows in and everything, then once it's mostly done, then you got the flooring people, you got the appliance people, you got the painters, there's just so many different people with different sets of gifts and talents that come in to build this one house for one family. And I mean, just think about in your town, how many houses are there? Think about in your state, how many houses in there, your country, the whole entire world, how many people it takes to provide what used to be just a section of land to a shelter to a home. It's kind of like, that's just for a home. And then the world is like our temporary home, right? Temporary home till we get to God's kingdom. And so I wanted to share with you guys over in the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 6 through 8. It says, "In his grace, God has given us different gifts for doing certain things well. So if God has given you the ability to prophecy, speak out with as much faith as God has given you. If your gift is serving others, serve them well. If you're a teacher, teach well. If your gift is to encourage, be encouraging. If it is giving, give generously. If God has given you leadership ability, take the responsibility seriously. And if you have the gift of showing kindness to others, do it gladly." So, all these different gifts. And you might not be subject to just one gift. You could have multiple gifts. You might be able to be a great teacher and a great motivational speaker, which kind of go hand at hand. But, use your gifts in the most positive way that God has given you as you possibly can, right? Now, I remember you go back to episode 1, I thought I was put on this earth to be an actor, to be the hometown hero, or the hometown hero because I was going to be a professional athlete. Well, I don't think those were truly what my gifts are. I think they were gifts that I wanted them to be. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to find out what you really are good at and go for it. I'm an electrician. I might not be the best electrician, but I enjoy doing it, and I know I can do it well for people and help serve them. I also know that while being an electrician, I also like to teach my trade to apprentices. And so therefore, I can teach. And not only that, but I enjoy talking and podcasting. I might not be the best podcast guy out there by a long shot, but I'm just hoping that even though this gift isn't my strongest suit, maybe that I can share this gift by encouraging you to see what your gifts are, to be able to help spread God's good word, and just help build God's kingdom up. Because like I said, this is our temporary home, but we do have an ultimate home in heaven. But yeah, so I'm trying to use my gift for that. One of my gifts. Multi-gifted, you could say. Kinda. The world's okayest guy. I'll work on a title. Maybe it's this one. Best dad ever. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Here we go. I also wanted to turn to 1 Corinthians. Anyways, 1 Corinthians chapter 12. We are going to talk about body parts. Here we go. Let's dive into it. The human body has many parts, but the many parts make up one whole body. So it is with the body of Christ. Some of us are Jews, some are Gentiles. Some are slaves and some are free, but we have all been baptized into one body by Spirit, and we all share the same Spirit. Yes, the body has many different parts, not just one part. If a foot says, "I am not a part of the body because I am not a hand," that does not make it any less a part of the body. And if the ear says, "I am not part of the body because I am not an eye," would that make it any less part of the body? If the whole body were an eye, how would you hear? Or if the whole body were an ear, how would you smell anything? But our bodies have many parts, and God has put each part just where He wants it. How strange a body would be if it had only one part? Yes, there are many parts, but only one body. Oh yeah, good stuff. So like I said earlier when I was talking about I want to be an actor, which I could probably say I have a very small gift for acting. I mean, yeah, maybe for like a voluntarily or low budget film maybe, but I'm not going to sit here and complain and be like, I need to be an actor because that's what I wanted, or a professional athlete because that's what I wanted to be. Now, if I'm not using those skill sets, that doesn't, make me any less part of our home, because I'm using my stronger gifts to be a part of that home, I guess you could say. But there are actors in this world. They're great, fantastic actors. And there are great athletes. Not if everybody in this world was an athlete or an actor, it'd be kind of lame. Not gonna lie. We would not function as a society. Okay? So, like that passage said, there are many parts, but we all work together as one. Now just think about that, okay? You don't want to just do what everybody else is doing because you want to and it looks fun, which I'll admit, it does look fun. But that doesn't mean that's your true gift. And your gifts can range from whatever, I think my greatest gift, and I know I'm not the greatest at it, is I'm a dad. I have a great time with my daughter, and I'm also a husband. I know I'm not the greatest husband out there, but hopefully I'm the greatest husband for my wife. Okay, that sounds really terrible. I hope my wife sees me. Okay, I think I'm definitely just going down a rabbit hole here, and yeah, I'm perfect for my wife. I really hope so. But no, seriously, use your guys' gifts well. Okay? If like it said in Romans, if you're a teacher, teach well. If you encourage people, be encouraging. That's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to be encouraging. Find your gifts as I hit my microphone here. By the way, I have a confession to make. This is mostly a prop. I have a tinier microphone that I've used in other videos clipped onto it to hold it so I don't have to clip it on my clothes. So I have a microphone prop for a microphone. Anyways, getting way off subject here. Like I said, what is your gift to help contribute to this home? And like I said, it doesn't have to be one gift. It can be many gifts. But just whatever you do with your gift, just do it well. That's what we're getting at here. Anyways, thanks for listening. I'll see you next week. I hope you all have a great week.